Let's be honest, most bike reviews waste your time. They'll ramble for 20 minutes and leave you waiting around in the comments after trying to find what's good and what's not. This isn't one of those videos. G'day, I'm Kwackajack, and welcome to another episode of the highs, lows, and hell no's, a no BS series where I break down a bike into what you actually want to know. What's good, what's average, what's crap, and what it sounds like. Today we're looking at the Honda Rebel 500, a beginner cruiser that's become one of the most talked about motorcycles I've ever ridden. There is no doubt it's a hugely popular lambs option here in Australia, and it earns that reputation. If you're after a full on-bike review experience, that's already available here on the channel. But today we're cutting the fluff and getting straight to the pros and cons. So let's break it down. Alright, let's kick things off with the highs, the reasons the Rebel 500 is still such a favorite. This thing is made for newer riders. The engine is predictable and easygoing, making around 46 horsepower and 43 Newton meters of torque. Enough to keep newer riders comfortable without being too intimidating. The low seat height of 690 millimeters, upright posture, and lightweight feel make it super easy to handle on road and in the garage. So if you're just starting out or want something that won't fight you every step of the way, the Rebel is a great choice. It's also really chill to cruise on, perfect for commuting or just enjoying a laid-back ride. This is one of the most customizable bikes in its class. Talk to any Rebel owner and odds are they've done something to their bike. It's a blank slate. Whether you want a bobber, cafe style, or bagger vibe, there are tons of parts available and a big community around it. And even stock, the styling is pretty sharp with it giving off a bobber-like Sportster look. Low at the back, tall at the front. It has a lean silhouette and with blacked out everything looks clean and modern. I mean, it's a Honda. Enough said. The 471cc parallel twin engine has proven itself across multiple Honda models like the CB500F and CBR500R. It's earned a reputation for being incredibly reliable, low maintenance, and efficient. And even though the tank is tiny, it often returns great fuel economy figures. With a bit of basic upkeep, this bike will easily go the distance. Routine tasks like oil changes and brake pads are straightforward and won't break the bank, making it perfect for riders who want to spend more time riding and less time wrenching. It's not just for beginners. Even experienced riders can have fun on it. With an on-road weight of only 191 kilos, it's nimble for a cruiser and feels great flicking through corners or navigating city traffic. It's not going to win any races, but the torque delivery makes it enjoyable at lower speeds, going light to light and on a cruise. And in the right hands, it can absolutely keep up with larger cruisers on a twisty back road. Really, the main appeal of this bike is just how easy and fun to ride it is. Alright, before we get into the lows, let's hear what the Rebel sounds like stock in a few different situations. Yeah, stock, it's pretty average. A little tractory. I think most owners will equip an aftermarket pipe on there quite quickly. The lows. These aren't deal breakers, but things to keep in mind. Yes, it'll do highway speeds, but it doesn't love it. There is zero wind protection, and with the gearing and engine character, it can feel a bit strained if you're sitting at 110 kilometers for long periods. You'll notice more vibration, and it starts to feel a bit out of its element. It is a cruiser, and it's happiest cruising at lower speeds, not trying to muscle through long, fast hauls. If you add on a windscreen, it'll help here a fair bit with the wind protection, but it's never going to be as good as some larger units. Push it hard and it starts to protest. This is not a rev-happy engine. It's tuned to deliver its power in the low and mid rev range, and that's where it feels most comfortable and composed. So if you start ringing it out, you'll quickly notice a shift. Vibrations creep in through the bars and pegs, and it feels like the engine is telling you to ease it up. It's just not the kind of bike that rewards aggressive riding. Instead, it's all about that laid-back, low-rev cruise. Calling it a blank slate is a polite way of saying there's not much there to start with. It is a very bare bones package. No tack, limited display info, and no real modern tech. You do get a gear indicator, which is handy, but without that tack, it's harder to gauge where you are in the rev range. And if you're new to bikes, this might make it more difficult to understand when to shift or how hard you're pushing the engine. They claim for it to have modern features on their website because it comes with LED bulbs and an assistant slipper clutch, but come on, let's be real, it's 2025 now, and those aren't what we'd call modern anymore. So keep in mind that while you can change it to your liking, how it comes brand new is pretty barren. Alright, time for the hell no's. These are the things that'll genuinely make you think twice and could really be the deal breakers, especially if they apply to you. Let's be honest, the seat sucks. It's fine for quick trips around town, but anything longer and your bum will start to complain. That rear suspension doesn't help either. It's very firm and has very little travel, so you feel every bump. If you're a bigger rider, you'll probably find the whole setup and the ergonomics a bit cramped and jarring. Luckily, the aftermarket options are endless, but out of the box, hell no. Don't do it. Just don't. If it comes with a rear seat, it's going to be a barely padded postage stamp, and the suspension really isn't built to handle the extra weight, adding in cramped rear foot pegs and a posture that leaves your passenger clinging on awkwardly, and it's just a bad time for everyone involved. You'll both be sore, frustrated, and wondering why you even tried riding 2UP in the first place. 11.2 litres. That's it. Even though the Rebel 500 delivers pretty good fuel economy from its 471cc twin, that tiny 11.2 litre tank means you'll find yourself at the fuel pump more often than you'd like, especially on longer weekend rides or road trips. It's not just a minor inconvenience either. It interrupts the flow of a ride and limits your range, making it less ideal for distance touring. For a cruiser that seems built for chill weekend escapes, it's frustrating that you're stopping to top up more than riding buddies on bikes with even slightly larger tanks. It's one of the few things that genuinely holds the Rebel back from being a solid choice for longer distance riding. So that's the Honda Rebel 500, the highs, the lows, and the hell no's. It is one of the best beginner bikes of its class for a reason, being easy to ride, stylish, customizable, and reliable. It makes motorcycling approachable without being boring, but it's not without compromises. Highway manners, comfort, and basic features might leave some riders wanting more. Still, as a platform to learn on, grow with, or customize into your own, it nails the brief. If you enjoyed that, please make sure to like and subscribe, and why not check out our full on-bike review here on the channel. Let me know your thoughts on the Rebel 500 down in the comments, and if you've owned one, what mods you've made to it. But thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next HLH.